synthetic markets, and of course we'll be starting with volatility 75 index. Now, of course, the first thing we're going to do is to mark out our recent highs and the recent lows. And remember, this is the H4, and please take note of something. We're currently using trading views, so that means I might actually reduce the size of the chart. So something looking very close here on your own chart might actually look very large. So please take note of that when placing your trades, following your stop loss and your take profits. The fact that it's looking what's it called small or not so wide in my own does not mean yours is still the same thing. So please and please, before you go into any trades, calculate the stop loss and make sure you're good to go with the trade. That's it. Let's go ahead and analyze this analysis. Now, currently is our recent high and the recent low. I'm sure by now you know the major breakout of this gives us a good time bullish, and of course the major breakout from this gives us a good time bearish. So this is the main one. But then going to day trades, remember these are 4-hour candles, so that means each one here is 4 hours. That means the candles move from here to here, it should be around, let's say, like maybe 8 hours. Which is enough for a day trader. Now that's it. Let's go to 15 minutes charts. Okay, remember using 15 minutes chart for the entry. Now 15 minutes chart, I want to see a break of structures, the text, and of course, we want to see the continuation of that break in structure. Now this trend line is currently not valid. It's not valid, so I'll just remove this. Good. So what do we want to see? A break in structure, remember? They preferably, I actually love it for a break below this and of course a retest of this, because this market is currently on the bullish side. So for me, I think what I'm expecting is a break below this zone, a test of that, then I think of going long, short, sorry please. I think of going short on that. Then if that does not happen, if you have a breakout from this, a retest of this, then I think of going long. Then please and please take note of this. I am more of bearish side, so that means I will actually love this market breaking below this, and of course the person did that, I think of going short. But any of it that happened, I'll definitely inform you in my alerts. So please pay close attention to the alerts, as the alert will be dropping any moment from now, because already the market is currently giving me the signs of a bearish momentum. It's likely to break below this and probably retest. So if that happens, I will drop that in the alert. That's the let's go to the elder border, which is going to be 75 1 seconds. Remember, I actually call them siblings, right? Because they're actually volatile. But what about 75 is they can trade with as low as I think 0.20 cents, that's like 20 cents. So let us go through H4 of the 75 1 second, the elder sibling of 75 itself. Okay? You can't really see, but make a percent that's going to be around here, so that is extremely high for a day trader. Okay, maybe it's not actually too high. So then let's just mark this as our recent high. Remember, the breakout above this and target this. Then going to recent low, we mark this as the most recent low. And still the same thing. If you look at this market, it has been on the bearish side for a long time. So that means I still prefer a breakout below this, the test, then I think of going short. So please take note of that. So I'm still bearish. I'm bearish on volatility 75 1 second and volatility 75. So please remember, this is not me telling you how to trade, but please you can compare this analysis to your own, and if it works out well with your own analysis, this falls in line, please do where to go in, and if it doesn't, please don't risk more than you can afford to lose. Remember, I've always said it, nothing is guaranteed in this market. That's it. Let's go to boom indices. So you'll be starting with boom 500. Okay, going to H4. And of course, let's mark the recent low that just got broken, which is here. That is one that just got broken. And of course, this market still have a long way to go on the next low. So you can just target as much as possible, so long as it's still below this low. So let's go to the entry time frame. Let's see if we can get the bearish break of structures. Now it has broken already below our first one. I also retested it. This was the first one, so it has broken below it. We tested it and can see it's already moving in our zone. So for now, it has already actually moved in our direction for a long time. So you just have to wait wait for it to see a pullback to a major zone, or if you can get another internal structure. If that happens, don't worry, we'll keep you alerted in my last video. If that does not happen, we just let boom go for today. Remember, you lose some to make some. That's the Let's go to the elder coder of this. Or this is of course the boom. Okay, now I want to start with I want to finish with boom. Boom 1000. Remember, please take note, boom 1000 is actually very volatile. So take note of that when you're actually trading boom 1000. It's more volatile compared to boom 500. Okay. Now let's mark it as the recent low, recent high. So it's very close to this. I can see this market has been on the bullish side, so this could be a minor retracement. Then what I'm expecting just a breakout above this, retesting this, and of course going long on this. So this is my trade on this. I'm not looking for any short trades on this at all for today. I'm more on the bullish side on boom 1000. So this is going to be it on boom 1000. I think this is just simplified already. Just a breakout and testing this, and of course I think of going long on that. So finally, let's go to the crash. Let's go to the crash. Let's start with crash 500. Then we end with crash 1000. Now crash 500. This is a recent low. I'm currently on a recent low where the market is currently expecting. So let's go to the end time frame. I think we might see a good sign to sell this market very soon, because from what I can see, it's currently on a recent low. And of course, you can see the momentum is moving into that zone. It's actually crazy. You can see this right here. But then we're not just going to enter right now. I want to see rejection, a full movement below this. You're testing this, then you think of going long. Please take note of your candlestick formation. It's actually very important. Now, looking at this right here now, some markets have entered this and then go long on this, go short on this after this, and put your stop loss right here. But they can see this market will have gone on the bad side because the market actually came back into the zone. Now this is the second time, and most time after this first one, the second one is actually very valid, because this is like liquidation of the market, trying to liquidate. Those are the first or the early the sellers around here, and of course you can see the market going back to take their stops. And but definitely have entered this, your stop is going to be somewhere around here, and even if it's around there, this is still going to take it out. So now this second one is actually very valid. But then remember, no matter how valid it is, anything can still go wrong and anything can still go the other way. So please, if this happens to break below this, it tells it I'm going short on this. And remember, I'll definitely keep you posted with the alert videos. But if that does not happen, remember we still have our eyes on where we want to see a breakout, a new formation on the eye. Don't worry, anyone that happens, I'll definitely keep updated. But for me, I'm still full-time bearish on the crash 500 index. So let's do the final one for today, which is going to be crash 1000. Come on, crash. Okay, crash 1000. Okay, going to H4. Wow, I just saw a major crash just now. So recent high, recent low. Now, what's going to happen? We want to see the market financial structures giving us signs of the market's readiness to continue moving in this. Okay, you can see a minor, what's it called, support around here. Now, remember, I've always said this is trading view, so the distance here might look a bit younger because you can see yours might be wider. So for internal trades, you can more like wait for a breakout below this, then get the boost line to go back, and of course the BS moving again, coming and go short, and of course we target this as our first target. So this is going to be our trade for today. Remember, if you can get a breakout from this, it's going to be on the long side. Then a break from this is on the big time bearish. The final trades, we just want to wait for a breakout from this, a retest of the, we think of going short to this level. That said, that's going to be the end of today's analysis on synthetic. And please, if you don't know the market or the broker that makes this available, it's actually called Deriv, and of course you can check the link in the description. I'll be dropping a link there for you to register with them.